welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe for mini raspberry key lime bites. You're going to need a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and make sure it's sweetened condensed. You don't want to be using canned milk because that won't work. You're going to need 3 eggs, using a pinch of salt. We're going to be using Watkins imitation extract, a teaspoon of that. We have raspberries. I've got about 25 raspberries. We'll be like garnishing every other little mini cake here. We have green food coloring. Now you're only going to be using a little drop of green food coloring, no more than that. We have 4 ounces of cream cheese that's softened. Make sure you soften it up real good. I put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds because we're not going to be using a mixer on this, so you want to make sure that this cream cheese is really softened. We also have our whipped topping. And that'll do it for this recipe. So here we go. To our mixing bowl, we're going to pop in our 14 ounces of condensed milk. Get it all there. You always want to be careful with your cans when you're working with them too, because you know they are sharp. They do have sharp edges on them. Throw them in our bowl. Whisk. Into our condensed milk goes our eggs. Next, what we're going to do is add in our Watkins raspberry extract. And this is going to give it just a little hint of raspberry taste that's going to be really, really good. There it is, Watkins raspberry extract. Pop in a half a teaspoon. Do it gently, you don't want to get too much. There we go. And in it goes. I'll just whisk. I bet you thought that was going to make our mixture turn red, didn't you? Alright, now what we're going to do next is add in 1 drop of our food coloring. You don't want to put more than a drop in, or else you're going to have some type of really funky science experiment if you do. 1 drop will do you. Here we go. 1 drop. There you go. There we have it. Gonna roll. Cut. Okay, so in goes our lime juice. Okay, next up so what you want to do is use at least 4 limes. We're going to pop them in our microwave. We want at least a 1/3 of a cup of lime juice going on here. And we've got a 1/3 of a cup. So, and in it goes. Pop in a pinch of our salt. And whisk. 4 ounces of cream cheese that's softened. In it goes. You whisk this really good. Now if you don't have enough muscle power, what you can use your electric mixer. That'll make it real simple. Here we have it. I finally got everything combined together. This cream cheese is a little rough to do, but if you just keep at it, don't worry, you'll finally get it. I feel like my arm's going to fall off, but other than that, everything's good. Okay, so here we have it. We've combined all of our ingredients. Now what we're going to do is just take a 2-cup measuring cup, pour some of our mixture right into that. Okay. This is super good. Wait till you try it. I like to just start at the corner. You do have to be a little acrobatic for this so that you don't make a mess. Just be careful. Okay, so we're halfway done. We've added in the rest of our mixture, and that's about a 1/2 cup. Hopefully we're going to make it to fill these up. I filled up my cupcake papers. I was a little overzealous, so what happened was an extra 12 that I didn't use. Let's say for generality, this recipe is going to yield between 40 and 50 little mini cheesecakes. We're going to pop on our raspberries, and we have about 25 raspberries. So we're going to pop probably 1 raspberry on every other one, for instance, or whatever it is we can come up with, okay? There's really no real definition here what you have to do. Or if you have a lot of raspberries, you can put 1 in every cheesecake if you'd like. So here we go. These are going to bake right in there. So I'm going to have have to worry about that. And the other thing about not adding raspberries to all of them is sometimes people don't always like actual raspberries. They might like flavor, but they might not want to like the actual raspberries, so that gets you off the hook for not having enough also. Well, by no means are we expecting perfection here. Just give it your best shot, and these are going to look great. Our oven is preheated at 350 degrees. We're going to pop these guys in for about 20-25 minutes. See you back then. Alright, so while our mini key lime cheesecakes are baking, we're zest up another lime, which means we have 5 limes total that you're going to need for this recipe. Now you don't want the pith, that's that white part, you don't want that, you only want the green part, okay? Take what's on the back there, get that off. I want to show you what our lime looks like. This is what we have left. It's pretty well spent. What you can do is cut your lime in half and just pop it right into a nice big glass of ice water. That sounds very good. It's been 18 minutes. Let's check these guys out and see how they're doing. Oh boy, those look good. Alright, what we'll do is let these cool, and then we'll top them with some whipped topping and add just a little pinch of our lime zest. A little pinch of our lemon zest. Wow. This is a gluten-free recipe too. You don't have any gluten going on in this recipe, so that's really good. Also, it's a low carb because you're not using graham cracker crust or any type of crust like that either. And you're cutting the calories a little bit. With all that said, I hope you'll make this recipe, and I thank you for watching.